The food you trust most may be the one quietly stressing your kidneys. That sounds backwards, doesn't it? We're told to eat more greens, drink more smoothies, use almond milk, snack on dark chocolate, and choose clean foods instead of junk food. But after 60, your kidneys may not filter certain compounds as easily as they once did. And when those compounds build up, they can create problems long before you feel any pain. That's why so many older adults are shocked. They were not trying to hurt their bodies, they were trying to be healthy. In this video, I'll reveal the common kitchen foods that may quietly burden your kidneys, why this matters more after 60, and what simple changes can help lower the risk. But before we dive in, quick question for the comments section. What city or country are you watching from right now? I read every single comment, and I love knowing who is in this community with me. Alright, let's get into it. The organ most people ignore until it is too late. Before we reveal what may be hiding in your kitchen, you need to understand why your kidneys are so important. Most people think about their heart. They check their blood pressure. They test their cholesterol. They worry about their weight. But the kidneys are often forgotten. They work in the background every single day. Most people do not think about them until something goes wrong. Let me give you a simple picture. Imagine you hired the most efficient cleaning crew in the world. This crew works inside your body 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no breaks, no holidays, no complaints. That is what your kidneys do. Every day they filter about 200 liters of blood. They remove waste. They help remove excess fluid. They help balance minerals in your body. They help regulate blood pressure. They help activate vitamin D for your bones. They also help your body make enough red blood cells. That is why kidney health matters so much. But here is the part that makes the kidneys so easy to ignore. They usually work in silence. They do not always cause pain when something is wrong. They do not always send a clear warning. You may feel fine. You may only feel a little more tired. Your ankles may swell a little. Your mind may feel slightly foggy. But nothing may feel like an emergency. That silence is the trap. This becomes even more important after age 55. Kidney function can slowly decline with age. By the time many people reach their 60s or 70s, their kidneys may already have less reserve than they had when they were younger. That means every choice matters more. Think of it this way. When you are young, your body has more room for mistakes. But as you get older, that margin gets smaller. Your kidneys may still be working, but they may not handle stress as easily as before. So what is draining that reserve? Let's look at 4 hidden kidney threats. We will start with the more obvious ones. Then we will build up to the one that may already be sitting in your kitchen. Threat number 4, the pain pill you may trust too much. Maybe your knee hurts. Maybe your lower back aches. Maybe arthritis flares up when the weather changes, so you reach into the medicine cabinet. You take 1 or 2 pills. Millions of people do this every day. The medication is easy to buy. It is over the counter. The label says it is for adults, so it feels safe, but there is something many people do not realize. Some common pain relievers can put extra stress on the kidneys when they are used too often. These medications are called non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. They are also known as NSAIDs. Common examples include ibuprofen and naproxen. They can help with pain and inflammation, but regular use can be risky for some people. Here is the simple explanation. Inside your kidneys, tiny blood vessels help keep blood flow moving through the filtering system. Your body uses signaling molecules called prostaglandins to help maintain that blood flow. NSAIDs reduce pain by blocking prostaglandins. That is part of how they work, but they can also block prostaglandins in the kidneys. When that happens, blood flow to the kidneys may drop. The kidney filters called nephrons may have to work under more stress. One pill once in a while may not cause a problem for many people, but daily use for weeks, months, or years can be different. Over time, the stress can add up. Kidney tissue can become damaged, scar tissue can form, and once nephrons are lost, the body does not simply grow them back. Some people are at higher risk. This includes older adults. It includes people with reduced kidney function. It includes people with high blood pressure. It includes people with diabetes. It also includes people who take certain blood pressure medications. Some medication combinations can increase the risk. So what is the smarter path? Do not take these medications regularly without asking a healthcare professional. Ask about your kidney function. Ask about your eGFR. That means estimated glomerular filtration rate. It is one of the main numbers used to check kidney function. Also ask about urine albumin. This can show whether the kidneys are leaking protein into the urine. Know your baseline. For chronic pain, ask about other options. Physical therapy may help. Targeted exercise may help. Heat or cold therapy may help. In some cases, acetaminophen may be gentler on the kidneys when used correctly, but it must be taken as directed. It is not safe for everyone. The main message is simple. Do not let pain management become a silent kidney problem. Solving one problem by creating another is not a real solution. If this is helpful, leave a comment with the word kidneys. It helps us know that this topic matters to you. Threat number 3, the dehydration you do not feel. This one surprises many people. As we age, the thirst signal can become less reliable. When a younger person needs water, the brain usually sends a clear signal. They feel thirsty, they drink, balance returns. But in older adults, that signal can become weaker. It can be delayed. Sometimes it may not show up until the body is already dehydrated. That matters because your kidneys need fluid to do their job. They need a steady flow. When you are dehydrated, that flow slows down. Waste products become more concentrated. The kidneys have to work harder. Urine becomes more concentrated too. This can raise the risk of kidney stones in some people, but the problem can go deeper than stones. Mild dehydration over and over again can keep the kidneys under stress. This stress may build slowly. Years later, it may show up in lab results. There may not be one dramatic cause. There may only be too many days with too little water, so do not wait until you feel thirsty. Build water into your routine. Drink water in the morning. Drink water with meals. Drink water between meals. Pay attention to urine color. Pale yellow is usually a good sign. Very dark urine may be a sign that you need more fluid. Water should be your main source of hydration. Coffee and tea can count toward fluid intake for many people, but they should not replace plain water completely. Sugary drinks are not ideal for kidney health. Alcohol can increase dehydration risk, so keep it simple. Drink enough water, make it a daily habit. This is one of the easiest ways to support your kidneys. Do not underestimate it. Threat number 2, the protein trap. This one causes a lot of confusion. Protein sounds healthy. You have heard that protein helps build muscle. You have heard that it supports strength. You have heard that it helps with recovery. And that is true. Protein is important. It is especially important for older adults. As we age, we can lose muscle. This age-related muscle loss is called sarcopenia. But more protein is not always better. Very high protein intake can make the kidneys work harder. This is especially important for people with reduced kidney function. Here is why. When your body breaks down protein, it creates waste products. One of those waste products is called urea. Your kidneys help remove urea from the blood. When you eat more protein, your body creates more urea. That means the kidneys have more filtering work to do. For a young, healthy person, this may not be a major issue. But for an older adult, it may matter more. It also matters for anyone who already has kidney disease. Think of it like a filtration plant. If the plant is strong and fully staffed, it can handle more work. But if the plant is older and already under pressure, extra work can become a problem. This does not mean you should avoid protein. It means you should be thoughtful. The amount matters, the source matters, your kidney function matters. Plant-based proteins can be a good option for many people. Examples include beans, lentils, and tofu. Large daily servings of red meat may be harder on the body for some people. Highly concentrated protein powders can also add up quickly. Many people do not realize how much protein they are taking in. A shake in the morning, a high-protein snack, a large serving of meat at dinner, a protein bar later in the day. It can add up fast. Many older adults do not need extremely high amounts of protein unless a healthcare professional has recommended it. If you use protein powder, know the amount. Read the label. Ask whether it fits your body weight. Ask whether it fits your kidney function. Get tested. Know your numbers. A protein shake should not be the only conversation you have about your kidneys. Threat number 1, the hidden kitchen risk. We have talked about pain relievers. We have talked about dehydration. We have talked about excess protein. All of these are real. All of them matter. But now we need to talk about one of the most overlooked kidney risks. It is often hiding behind a health halo. It appears next to words like natural, organic, heart-healthy, clean, nutritious. The risk is excess dietary oxalate. This usually comes from certain plant foods. Many health-conscious older adults eat these foods every day. They believe they are helping their body. In many cases, they are trying to make better choices. But for some people, too much oxalate can become a problem. So what is oxalate? Oxalates are natural compounds found in plants. Plants make them as part of their defense system. Your body also makes small amounts of oxalate during normal metabolism. In normal amounts, oxalate is usually not a problem. Much of it can bind to calcium in the gut. Then it leaves the body through stool. But problems can happen when oxalate absorption is too high. This can happen because of diet. It can happen because of gut health issues. It can happen when kidney clearance is reduced. When too much oxalate gets into the bloodstream, the kidneys have to deal with it. The kidneys filter oxalate into the urine. Inside the urine, oxalate can bind to calcium. When calcium and oxalate become too concentrated, they can form crystals. These crystals can become calcium oxalate kidney stones. Calcium oxalate stones are the most common type of kidney stone. But stones are not the whole story. The deeper concern is what may happen before a stone ever forms. Tiny oxalate crystals can irritate kidney tissue. They may contribute to inflammation. They may contribute to scarring. They can affect the tiny tubes inside the kidneys. These tubes are part of the filtering system. Over time, severe oxalate buildup can contribute to a condition called oxalate nephropathy. This means kidney damage related to oxalate. It can appear as a slow decline in kidney function. And here is the surprising part. Some of the highest oxalate foods are also promoted as superfoods. Spinach is one of the biggest examples. Cooked spinach can be very high in oxalate. Almonds are also high in oxalate. This includes almond milk, almond flour, almond butter. Beets can be high in oxalate too. This includes raw beets, roasted beets, beet juice. Other higher oxalate foods include Swiss chard rhubarb, dark chocolate cocoa powder, and sweet potatoes. Some instant oatmeal products may also be higher depending on the ingredients. This does not mean these foods are poison. That is not the message. For many people with healthy kidneys, a varied diet and good hydration, these foods can fit into a healthy eating pattern. But some people need to be more careful. This includes people with a history of kidney stones. It includes people over 60 with reduced kidney function. It includes people who eat large servings of high oxalate foods every day. It also includes people who drink spinach smoothies daily or use almond products several times a day. The most frustrating part is this. Many people were trying to be healthy. They read the articles, they watched the videos, they bought the organic spinach, they switched to almond milk, they started eating dark chocolate. They were trying to do the right thing. But no one told them that their specific body might need a different approach. So what can you do? The goal is not to scare you. The goal is to give you better tools. Start with variety over volume. Do not eat the same high oxalate food every day. A spinach smoothie 7 days a week is very different from spinach twice a week. Rotate your greens. Try lower oxalate options. Kale is usually lower in oxalate than spinach. Arugula can be a good option. Romaine can be a good option. Cabbage can be a good option. You do not have to give up spinach completely, but you may need to stop making it your only green. Next, pair higher oxalate foods with calcium. This is important. When calcium is eaten with oxalate, it can bind to oxalate in the gut. That means less oxalate may be absorbed into the bloodstream. More of it can leave through stool. This is why timing matters. For example, a spinach salad with a calcium-containing food may be better than spinach alone. Dark chocolate with a small serving of yogurt may be better than dark chocolate alone. The right pairing can matter. Next, hydrate consistently. Water dilutes the urine. More diluted urine makes crystals less likely to form. Watch your urine color. Pale yellow is usually a helpful sign. Dark urine may mean you need more water. Next, get your kidney function checked. If you are over 55 and do not know your EGFR, ask about it. Also ask about urine albumin. These are common tests. They can give you a baseline. They tell you where your kidneys are now, not where you hope they are. Knowledge is protective. No supplement can replace knowing your numbers. Next, review your supplements. Very high doses of vitamin C can increase oxalate production in the body. Many older adults take high-dose vitamin C because they think it is harmless, but more is not always better. If you take more than 500 milligrams of vitamin C per day, ask a healthcare professional whether that is appropriate for you. This is especially important if you have a history of kidney stones or reduced kidney function. Also remember the other kidney threats. Be careful with regular NSAID use. Drink water before you feel very thirsty. Know how much protein you are really eating. And if you use protein supplements, check whether they make sense for your body and your kidney function. Here is the main message. Your kidneys are working for you right now. Every second they are filtering, balancing, protecting. They may have been doing this for 60, 70, or even 80 years. They do not ask for attention, but they deserve it. You do not need to panic. You do need awareness. The trusted pain pill taken too often, the dehydration you do not feel, the excess protein you did not count, the oxalate hiding behind a health halo. None of these risks are completely beyond your control. You can rotate your vegetables, you can pair foods more wisely, you can drink more water, you can ask for a simple kidney function test. These are not dramatic changes, but small changes can add up. They can help support a body that stays stronger, more independent, and more functional into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. That is the point of prevention. Do not wait for a crisis. Act before a crisis arrives. Now I want to hear from you. Had you heard about oxalate and kidney health before today? Were you surprised by any of the foods mentioned? Comment below and share your answer. Your comments help shape future topics. And if this information opened your eyes, share it with someone you care about. A spouse, a sibling, a friend, someone who drinks a spinach smoothie every morning, someone who uses almond milk every day, someone who is trying to be healthy but may not know this risk. This information could help change the direction of someone's health story. For more clear and practical health information, make sure you subscribe. Turn on notifications so you do not miss the next video. Take care of your kidneys. They have been taking care of you your whole life.